is a very common thing that we face everyday life. What is stress? Stress is a situation or circumstances that we feel stressed, means stressed out, means pull apart. Like it depends on your capacity to handle a situation, and depending upon your personal type, your characteristics. Like someone who is stone type of mindset, like personality, like that stone you see is it does not have any elasticity, right? When it uh, fall into some certain pressure or something, pressure like pressure or some sort of stress. The stress is a for a human being is a perception or a mental capacity to handle or capability or his capacity to handle a situation. So, like, who is a rigid kind of personality, the stress will crash it, right? But who is malleable? Suppose a rubber elastic type of personality, what will happen? It will stressed out according to the stress, and when the stress goes away, what will happen? It will come back again to its shape. So, and this is one kind of personality, and another is metallic. You see the iron spring or a metal, you stress it will elongate along with this. So most of the people, fall into this stone type and this elastic type. So those people who are in the middle category, in the modern era, because of so much logic, reasoning, knowledge, and advancement, our belief system has changed, and we are believing in this transformation and the elastic. You are getting motivated by listening or seeing the very aspiring uh, life autobiographies. So we get little bit inspiration. We try and test something, and then we and certain situation according to the other is meeting some annual goal or and uh, give a presentation or lecture and prepare for a seminar. You get stressed, and when this goes back, away this fear of this or pressure of this performance and then it will come back the elastic means you relax and good. But some people, few only, who has this motivation and purpose, mission, vision, they work upon themselves and transform and take a shape different from like a titanium or metal, gold, and it does not come back. And again, if you put it in another situation or another position, it will also take the shape and it will remain there. So stress in life we need it, because without stress, life will not improve. Will be there for a you see, for a beginner who is start in the beginning of this his or her career, or like take for the example of bicycle, right? Initially riding a bicycle is a really tough job with lot of stress, anxiety is different. Stress is like little bit is changing situation, and there may be two parts. There is exactly the stress factors is there or what we perceiving. 80% cases it is the perception or belief. Like in our viva or something, we did not face or I yet to face, and we desire that outcome and the result, but we are not sure certain. Then what will happen? You are stressed out. But most of the time, what is happening is our internal belief system giving that does not really mean that it is actually going to happen in reality. It is our perception of a situation or our belief, right? So, and And the anxiety is the manifestation when there is excessive level of stress, or we get overwhelmed by this pressure and we can take it, and so we feel like impending death or event, and we have a somatic symptom like palpitation, there is dryness of mouth, there is perspiration, and sometimes there is nausea, sometimes headache, sometimes there is uh, frequent hours for defecation, this thing happen. So that is anxiety. And excessive stress is bad because it will in long run you're going to increase your serum cortisol and other hormonal imbalance, and you're going to fall prey to hypertension, and also these sleeping disturbances, and because you'll have a very light sleep, and with the anxiety and the stress for long run, and also other symptoms like diabetes and all. So I mean to say that, so it is a huge problem. And if you see, it is not only that people who only in a working environment having this stress and anxiety and say this thing, but also people who are not actually today's era with this modern technology, the smartphone in hand, not only the people who are in works or in job having stress, but homemakers having stress, but people who are in mm, like students, like who are not doing at all anything, like playing PUBG or any gaming uh, platform, they are always stressed because they have to also in the stock market and other thing, they also having this, they are having all these things, the stress. Why this is happening? Because they have to complete up this level, and after one level, completing the one level, going for the another, is going on, and also people who are chatting and using WhatsApp and uh, social media, they are in stress because, and listening to negative the news or negative information or some disheartening events or mishaps, or some uh, condemning or criticizing some community or something, that is going to stress, right? Because you're not liking that, and your thought process uh, getting impacted by this thing. So what I mean to say that everybody in today's world I caught up with this thought of this stress and that situation, and this huge giant or gigantic stress or demon, this thing there, it means beaten up this monster, this stress. So how can we get rid of this stress? First, you do one thing. You take a walk. Even do simultaneously listen some soothing music and walk. And you may also be around some um, in a group, have a community or group. In a small group, you do jogging, walking, and have some connect with the friends, like or group of people. These are my friends. Doesn't mean that it will have to be similar age groups or like that. It may be different age group, but the same purpose or motto. That is, when you exercise or walk or take a walk, or mm, and we perspire out, means we are having sweats, like sweating. What will happen? It will change your that is hormonal milieu, and it will have a good neurochemicals like endorphins and this thing, and reduce the stress hormone. It will help you uh, be uh, be feeling good and sense of well-being and fit, and and also it will cause a cardiac exercise. The heart will pump more blood, and it will be healthy. And then comes this: you do journaling, right? It is very important, because if you see the great personality or who are successful or more productive, they used to do journaling. You feel gratitude, because gratitude will give you lots of positivity in life. It will banish the negativity, because the negative thoughts will give you more stress and anxiety. You feel gratitude. Like I initially, when I got a pay bill, right, I used to pay that amount and and throw it out initially. But now I have to do, I will write it down. I thank you, God, for giving me this money that I can pay the bill off. So do it, because because what will when we are throwing it out, this universe is just seeing God, or we say they are seeing that it is showing your arrogance, right? You're taken for granted that you have money, and you're not um, paying any tribute or respect to that whatever the universal God or the person, or that is in other form, there is in person form, you're not paying any tribute and tribute or respect. That will give you lots of positivity and feel of, you know, peace and happiness and comfort. Another thing you can do is writing down your all the negative thoughts, and you can tear it up, or you can flash it in a toilet, or you can burn it out, right? All the negative thoughts about getting rid of. Another thing is that you can uh, write a letter that you are not giving to any, means whatever the frustration, all the thought is coming, you are writing it down, but you are not sharing. But it's like, if you angry or and annoyed or angry at someone, you are writing it down and you are not sending it to anybody. And another thing is that what can you do? You can have certain foods like food in rich in omega-3 fatty acid, food like vitamin C, is lemon. This, it is seen that the antioxidant that cause an ashwagandha, it is reduce cholesterol, reduce stress. It is seen that there's 20% cases it is reduce the cholesterol, stress and cholesterol. And also kava is herbal therapy that is there. So food, it is going to help you reducing stress. You may have a pet, a dog, be with pet, and it may help in reducing stress. And next comes listening to music. Is a calm, soothing music. You may sing also. If you are having this knack of singing, habit of singing, you sing it out. You may have a laughter therapy or a laughing club. You laugh it, just close the door and you laugh, or without a reason. People will say, people may actually, it may sound odd, but people may judge you, but it doesn't matter. It is, after all, it is your life. You are in pain, you are in stress. So think about this and think through it. Then you may connected to the nature, like be in the walk in the nature, like nature park, or be beside the riverside, or be in the a lake, or some big huge pond, or like something. Be with the nature, it will calm you down. And also reduce the caffeine intake. It has been seen that too much caffeine means that tea also gets caffeine, mostly xanthin, and then uh, coffee. So, and in our part of India means the Bengal and other part also, this habit of taking tea frequently. It has been seen that it is symptom happens that caffeineism that may cause, that is palpitation, sweating, and also withdrawal symptom if you stop caffeine altogether. And the interesting fact is that when we feel stressed, that is what out we feel for having a coffee or caffeine, but in the other way, it is causing our stress to increase, and it is doing ill effect. It's not doing good at all. For means though we are feeling that it is relieving our stress, but it is not in other way around, it increases the stress. So it is not. And we also call diuretic effects, means you are having frequent hours for urination, and it is causing in long run your ill health. So reduce caffeine intake, very important. And do yoga. Yoga means the posture asana. If you are, or tai chi, if you don't know the Japanese technique, and or there is a Japanese version of the yoga or meditation, and you do mindfulness or meditation. Mindfulness is means be aware of your everything, your movement, your talk, your while eating, being that 100%. How you are taking food, everything you observe. That is mindfulness, and there is meditation. You sit with all the senses, means close your eyes and be with your body, be with your breath, your mind. You connect, and then ultimately happen. It will shut in. All will be shut down. Your thinking will be connected to the supreme being. That is your real being. That is a meditation. And then what you can do, or another way, if you can do meditation or use asana because of this traditional problem, or you're restless, you can sit comfortably. What you can do is take deep breathing. There is abdominal pattern of breathing. Take deep breath with the fully abdomen is rotating outward. So, and your, there is on tandin, the point is called. There is a few, 3-4 fingers below. There is a controversy there, but 3 or 4 fingers we could be doing. 3 or 4 fingers below the umbilicus. That is, what we call, it is our the pelvic diaphragm. It is got stretched out. There is the point, and in Japanese it is called tandin. And if you take this part of type of breathing, abdominal breathing, and it will give you a sense of relaxation that will reduce the stress. So that's all for today. And if you want to learn more and go ahead with stress-free and happy, fulfilled life, please join and come on my webinar, and please subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.